Hey, what's up, everybody? What's up and stuff? Somebody recommended that I watch this. Not this specific video, but he just said Ricky Gervais. I know who he is. Gervais. I've seen some of his shit. Um, he's kind of like the more makes you think type of comic. Like the insightful guy. He's very smart. That's what I kind of remember about watching his shit. This one's called The Book of Noah.
37,000 different species of spider. 37,000 different species of spider. I mean, millions and billions of individuals in each species. And that's just one class, arachnid, of one phylum, Arthropoda. There could be 5 million species of animal alive now on the earth. Best guess, okay? And that's 1% of all animal species that have ever existed. 99% of all animal species that ever existed are now extinct. And that remaining 1% is 5 million strong. Take one of those species, termites. If we were to weigh every termite alive now, it would be 10 times the tonnage of every human being on Earth. And it's statistics like that that make me think that this book isn't totally accurate.
Damn, that was a perfect setup, dude. Cause he like pulled you in with like this, like I need to stop saying like so fucking much. He pulled you in with this sort of interesting fact, and then boom, hit you right in the face with like your religion sucks.
It's the Book of Noah,
Complete
the children's
horseshit.
edition. I actually got this awarded to me when I used to go to Sunday school every week. I believed in all this till I was 8. Um, St. Ag-
Yeah, I believed in all that stuff until around high school. What made me really stop believing was a couple things. I first stopped believing in prayer before I stopped believing in God in general, right? I stopped believing in prayer whenever I was a little kid, and my uncle who lived with us, um, no, I don't think he inappropriately touched me or anything. I prayed to God, please make my uncle stop touching me. Please. No, I prayed. Maybe this is a selfish prayer, but I prayed for a Game Boy. Game Boy was out at the time, and I prayed for a Game Boy with the Pokemon game. I wanted to play it so bad. My neighbor had all the Sega, Nintendo, all the systems, Game Boy, all the games. He had everything, and I was tired of going over there just to play that shit. I wanted my own. And I prayed that whenever he came back from his trip that he would have a Game Boy for me because he would sometimes come back with gifts. The whole car ride home from picking him up from the airport all the way to the house, I prayed, please, God. I started making deals with him, started pleading, started saying I would do anything. I'd be good. I'd do whatever the hell God wanted me to do and be as loyal as I could possibly be. And I'll go to church every, I'll do every, just please let there be a Game Boy in that bag. I was praying, like, for real. I was praying for real in the car. It was about a 20-minute car ride. The entire time I'm in the back. We had an old Suburban, and my parents, my mom being irresponsible, I guess, would let me I would be in the back of the trunk, like the trunk area where I could lay down, and I was just curled up into a ball like this. Please, please let there be a Game Boy. Please let there be a Game Boy in the bag. God, I'll do anything. I'll love you. I'll love my parents. I'll do anything you want. Blah 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 for 20 minutes. And there was no Game Boy. And not only was there not a Game Boy, I never got a Game Boy, period. I didn't get a Game Boy until like Game Boy Advance came out freaking years and years and years later. So that's when I stopped believing in prayer. And then I stopped. Sorry, this is original video in the description below. If you don't want to listen to me ranting, I apologize. But I gotta fucking do my shit here. I I stopped believing in God in general whenever I was in high school and I saw my brother, he tore pages out of the Bible and started burning them just to prove that the book was stupid and I thought, "Oh my God, something really bad's about to happen to him. Oh my God, he's about to get struck down by it." Like I thought it was so dumb. I was so retarded to think this shit was actually gonna happen, and nothing happened. The sky didn't turn dark, and the thunder from the clouds. No plague came. It was just like, oh, it's a book. Oh, it's just a stupid book. Okay, fine. It doesn't matter if you wipe your ass with the pages. It doesn't matter. And I'm not trying to shit on your religion if you believe in that stuff. It's just I don't. And that's my story of why I stopped believing in either of those things. Either of those things.
Agnes Sunday School presented to Ricky Gervais, Rikki, like a fucking mongoose, right? For regular attendance, not even for being good at anything, just for turning up, right? He's always here, give him a prize, he'll be back. Thank you, thank you. Let's have a look at the evidence. Long, long ago, when God first made the earth, I'll let both those points go, we haven't got time. Right. Long, long ago, by the way, according to the Bible, is 5,000 years. According to the Old Testament, the earth is no older than 5,000 years old, okay? It's actually 4.6 billion years old. Let's pop that in. Pop that. 4.6 billion years ago, when God first made the earth and sky, all right, don't big it up, it's like, it comes as a package, really, doesn't it? I mean, do you know what I mean? The sky was never an optional extra. It's like, made you a planet, I can't breathe. Would you like an atmosphere? Of course I fucking would. So, well done, but everything was peaceful, everything beautiful. God made human beings too, and he wanted them to be good like himself. Arrogant. Right. But very soon they wanted their own way. They would not listen to God. They became wicked and did wicked things. Look at them doing wicked things there. You don't get much more wicked than that, do you? Fuck off. Oh, fuck off, wicked. Really. Fuck off, wicked. Really. Ah. God just looking on. Oh, carry on. See what happens. See what happens. Oh, see what happens. Yeah. Oh, see what happens. Bloke there.
They had that kind of clothing 5,000 years ago. What? That dude's wearing a damn striped button-up shirt and blue jeans. What the hell?
They're running off with a big bag of money. Don't put it in a bank, you cunt. Right. God looked at them and said to himself, they are so wicked, I will have to wipe them off the face of the earth. Really? Really? Straight to genocide.
Yeah.
What happened to one verbal and two written warnings? Straight.
Or what happened to each individual is responsible for their own actions, and you shouldn't punish an individual based on the actions of the entire group. What happened to that? Because if that's the case, let's assuming you believe in heaven, if that's the case, then we're all going to hell because some human did some fucked up shit that's gonna send him to hell, and we're human too, so right?
Right to the annihilation of the entire human race because of fatty yellow trousers picked someone's nose. Really?
Yellow trousers, dude.
Fuck. Anger management, man. Just calm the fuck down. Let's talk about this. Wow. I read that to Carl Pilkington, right? Who is, yes. Yes. Head like a fucking orange, I know, yeah. And I read that bit to him. They are so wicked, I'll have to wipe my face of the earth. And Carl said, he sounds gay. I said, what do you mean? He went, some gays are a bit like that. He thought God was like having a hissy fit. Like he's like, no, they treat me like a bastard, I'm going to treat them like a bastard, I'm going to show them, I'm going to wipe them out. I said, Carl, God is not gay, okay? Read the Bible, he hates them. They are so wicked, I would have to wipe them off the face of the earth. And every living thing with them. What's
Seriously?
the squid ever done? It's gone mad. What? But he's not gay. God is not gay. But there was one man who was still very good. His name was Noah. He was a friend of God. Just a friend, so don't know. Just a friend. A friend with big hooped earrings. Rouge. What's he doing? He lives in a cave. What's he doing with this? What are you doing? Seeing God. You never know. Handlebar moustache. Holding God's hand. Who's wearing a blouse? God is not gay. God said to Noah, I am so angry with men. You mean men and women? Whatever. I am so angry with men that I have made my mind up to destroy them all. I have stretched my bow in the sky. It is a rainbow. That's got to be the world's first pun, hasn't it? It will make so much rain pour down on earth that everything will be drowned, but not you. I want you to build an ark. It must be like a big boat with 3 decks and a roof over it. Yeah, I know how to build a boat, mate. And you will make a door in the side of it. Do you think I'm a complete idiot? I know. Noah did exactly what God told him. And then God said to Noah, now, okay.
Dude, this book leaves out so much. Build a boat. Okay, fine. So he built the boat. What? It doesn't explain to the children how he built the ark, how long it took, how big it was. Well, they said 3 decks, but do you know how many boats are tiny and have 3 decks?
Okay, now this is aimed at children, admittedly, but it's taken from the Old Testament story in the Bible. But I don't think the author of this book is a zoologist. As we've said, there could be 5 million species of animal. I don't think he knows them all the way he backs out very quickly in this next sentence, okay? I want you to take 2 of every kind of animal with you into the ark. 2 lions, 2 tigers, 2 elephants, and so on. What? I've got lions, tigers, elephants, so on. On you go.
And of course, it's all of the, like, African animals that you'd find in Africa or at the zoo. Doesn't say cows, doesn't say squirrels, polar bear, anything like that. Well, you'd find those at the zoo too, I guess, but it's all like the typical animal cracker animals.
Look after them well and keep them alive. And Noah did what God said. Now I want you to study that scenario. Okay, so God is angry with mankind. He's fed up with them. They're wicked, right? He's going to wipe them out and just start again with Noah and his wife. He's angry with the animals too, for some reason. So he's going to start again with just 2 of each species. He calls a flood, they build an ark. Noah goes, right, 2 of every species, 2, just 2, right, quick, first 2. There's a stampede. 2 elephants, 2 toucans, just walking.
Right.
There's no rush. Just strolling, baby. I think this one is a bit more concerned than this one.
Yeah.
This one's probably going, should we fly? Nah. No? Nah. I could do this all night.
Stupid.
No?
This motherfucker.
Nah. Sure? Yeah. I mean, we've got wings. We've got feet as well. Why don't you want to push in? That elephant's looking at me funny. Yeah.
Dude, that's a big ass fucking poker. Why doesn't he just have a laser pointer?
I fucking am. If you try and push in, I'm going to stamp on you, you big-nosed twat. Hold on, who are you calling big nose? What do you mean? No, it just pot calling kettle black. What the fuck does that mean? What does pot? Well, you know, if a pot's black, I'll forget it. I can't forget it. I'm a fucking elephant.
Ha ha ha, British comedy.
Oh, 2 camels, 2 lions, 2 ostriches.
Or UK, whatever.
2 leopards, 2 tigers, 2 zebra. Here's the crux of my point. Just 1 species on the ark at the moment. The giraffes. They got their first longer legs, okay? 5 million more species to get on there. So 2 of it. So two animals on the ark at the moment. 10 million more animals to go. 10 million more of those, okay? 10 million, okay? As far as 10 million of them to get on there. Just 2 on there at the moment. Look how much room they're already taking up.
Right.
It's at a 1/3 capacity. What's it going to be like on there when these 2 fat cunts get on? Then God bent the bow of his anger and the rain came flooding down, covering the earth with water. It rained for 40 days and nights. The flood water rose higher and higher until it covered the tops of the highest mountains. Every living thing was drowned except Noah and the animals in the ark. And the fish. They were fine, weren't they? They were fine. They were loving it. They were better off.
Yeah.
In fact, all the sea creatures. I mean, mountains underwater, their domain had increased like 10-fold. Also, it's so much more interesting. You've got crabs going, I'm on a fucking mountain. This is amazing. I never want this flood to... I've never been up here before. I think of that when you see on the news, like if there's a little village in Gloucester flooded or something. And it's really sad. You see people, they've lost their homes and they're in dinghies and they're carrying their pets. And you see a little row of antique shops completely underwater. And I think of a fish just looking in the window of that antique shop for the first time. So that's a chaise-longue.
What? A chaise longue?
For 150 days, the earth was covered with water. Then Noah opened the window of the ark and looked out. The water seemed to be going down, but how could he be sure? Well, ask God. You've been chatting to him all the way through. Why are we getting cryptic all of a sudden? He sent a raven out, but it soon came flying back. It could find nowhere to settle. Noah waited another week, and he sent out a dove. Why did the raven lose his job? But the dove came back too. See, the raven wasn't bullshitting. There was still no dry land anywhere. But one day the dove flew out, and why did the dove get a second go and not the raven?
Right.
Racist. But one day the dove flew out and brought back a green olive branch, and Noah knew that God was no longer angry. Then God told Noah to let the animals out of the ark. They must once more fill the earth with living things. The first thing Noah did was to build an altar. He offered a sacrifice to God to thank him for saving them. And Noah said,
What? What did he sacrifice? And thanking him for what? He killed everybody. He killed everybody you knew, all your friends. He forced you into a life of incest.
I will make a pact of friendship with you. I will never again send a flood to destroy the earth. The rainbow which I put in the sky will no longer be a sign of my anger, but a sign of peace. It will be a sign of my friendship with men. That is how it is. That is how it is used today. They took it literally. It will be a sign of my friendship with men, which begins today, and which my son Jesus will one day prove by shedding his blood for men. Who? U.S.C. There wasn't a teaser campaign in the Old Testament. Coming soon, the sequel.
What the fuck?
And so when you have done wrong and you are feeling very sad about it, think of the rainbow and the peace which God wants to put into your heart. He has promised to be your friend, promised to be his. And that's just one of 12 in the Dove Book series. I've only got one, number 9 now. Although I think my favourite would be number 8, just from the title, Jesus and the Cripple. Thank you. Cheers.
Oh, man. Yeah. At the risk of offending some people, I don't know how the fuck people can believe in that shit, dude. I'm sorry. Yep. Bye.